give you some ideas. 6 ways to increase the outcome of the emails that you send. First one is all about the subject line. Lots of research around subject lines. Subject lines come in two different flavors. They come in the flavor of curiosity and they come in the flavor of utility. Utility is when you get the email that says boarding pass enclosed, United Flight 507. You're going to open it, you're flying. But the other is where we generally live, and that's around curiosity, because our inboxes are so full. We have to create curiosity in order to get that open. And the way we're going to create curiosity is by saying something contentious or asking a curious question, or maybe even using some numbers to infer there's a list coming up. One of the things we have to pay particular attention to is the size of the subject line. 35 characters, plus or minus 35 characters is optimal for the subject line. Why? Because that means it won't get truncated when we hold an iPhone in portrait. 35 characters is optimal for the subject line. In terms of the most interesting subject lines we've ever received, and keep in mind, we have 2.7 seconds. Exact Target has told us we have 2.7 seconds to get the attention of the reader who has their finger poised over the delete button. Some of the most successful subject lines that we've written that performed extraordinarily well are as follows. 61 Ways to Kill It in 2017. Now, courtesy of Cosmopolitan and National Enquirer, lists do really well. So when you have an email that says 61 Ways to Kill It in 2017, you know there's a list coming, you can get through that pretty quickly. The second one that performed really well was I'm a Fraud. We sent an email out after doing it for about 5 years that said, I'm a fraud. I'm sure a lot of people were thinking, well, he finally admitted to it. But the reality is it was a little bit off center and it caught people by surprise. It piqued their curiosity. And the last one was a play on words. Great wholesalers know, not K-N-O-W, but N-O. Great wholesalers know, and it was all about saying no. So again, try to figure out how to create curiosity in the subject line. Got to make sure that that email stands out in the inbox from all the other emails that are in the inbox. Let's talk about format. So the first one is subject line. The second one is format, and format's got some layers under it. Number one, should you use images or not? Don't use images. Why not images? Because so many devices require you to accept that the image can be seen. And if your entire message is balled up in the image, you're not going to get seen. How long should the email be? We do 150 to 200 words, 150 to 200 words. Long emails, long form emails generally don't get read in our time-obsessed, crunched world. What should the structure of the email be? 1 to 2 sentences per paragraph. 1 to 2 sentences per paragraph. Why 1 to 2 sentences per paragraph? Because courtesy of the internet, we've all been turned into scanners. And if you do 1 to 2 sentences per paragraph, it'll allow the reader to scan your email more easily. What about personalization? Should it be personalized or just say, hi gang? It should be personalized. People want to seem like or feel like the email being sent to them was sent only to them, even though they might know intellectually it was sent to thousands. They want it to feel like it came to them. How do you personalize? Use mail merge. How do you use mail merge? Go out to YouTube, type in Outlook or Excel mail merge, and you'll get 20,000 videos showing you how to do it. Make sure it's personalized. Double check the from. This came from some work I was doing with one of your competitors around email marketing, and the wholesaler said, Rob, we're forced by our compliance department to make sure the from says from insert name of mutual fund company. And I went back to them and I said, do me a favor, go back to compliance and just make sure, make 100% sure that that's not true. And in fact, it wasn't true. That was a plug that was put in there because they had a new email system. So what I'd like you to do is make sure the from is recognizable. I want every advantage possible to get my email read. Emails from me will not say Robert, will not say Bob, will not say Bobby. It will say Rob because you know me as Rob. Make sure your from is correct. Next one, what about the opening sentence? The opening sentence has to capture people's attention. If you ever opened an email, maybe from somebody at the home office, and the email had 150 to 200 words in the first paragraph, that block of text that smacks you in the face, what do you do with it? You close it up and you save it for later, maybe even you delete it. That first sentence has to draw people in. If you notice the Sunday night email, some of my first sentences aren't even grammatically correct, but they suck you in so I can get you to read the second sentence. And if I get you to read the second sentence, maybe I can get you to read the third sentence. By then, I probably have you for the entire email. So make the first sentence something compelling. Make it something that stands out. Make it something that draws you in. What about if you craft a story? Now listen, some of the ideas I'm giving you about email marketing are great for doing a campaign like a Sunday night email. And a lot of these are really good just for communicating with a confirmation for an appointment, or communicating with your boss, or communicating with somebody at the home office, or sending an email to a center of influence. But if you're going to do a marketing email, that is to say a campaign like a Sunday night email, tell a story. You see in the Sunday night email, I'm always telling you stories because stories are easier to relate to, as you know. So tell a story, craft that story. And the last one is to use the PS. The PS is a great piece of additional call to action, not primary call to action, but additional call to action. So you could put, I thought you might enjoy this link from a story I recently read on the internet, or I'm including here a PDF on our latest product. It's a PS, it's an added something. And the last one is timing and frequency. If you're going to do this whole notion of a ongoing marketing campaign, when do you send it? Well, I come to you Sunday night at 8:15 because I know Sunday night at 8:15 wholesalers' brains are shifting to the week ahead. Financial advisors, when should you send it? I'm not 100% sure, but here's what I know. Emails to financial advisors that go out Monday at 9 a.m. are going to get lost. Emails to financial advisors that go out on Friday at 1 o'clock are going to get lost. So it's probably Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You have to decide what's the best time of day, and testing will help you do that. Number 1, subject line. Number 2, format. Number 3, opening sentence. Number 4, craft a story. Number 5, use PS. Number 6, timing and frequency. I hope you write better emails that get opened, read, and acted upon.